Hey, what's going on, toy heads? Jason here with ToyBot.
Oh, hail ToyBot!
Coming at you once again with a toy unboxing video. This time, changing it up just a little bit of tweak, and instead of unboxing something from Masters of the Universe or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we are taking a look at this Barbarian Skeleton from Boss Fight Studios, their Epic H.A.C.K.S line. I pre-ordered this guy off of Big Bad Toy Store like last year pretty much. So it pretty much, I feel like it took about a year to get this guy. So glad that I finally got this in my hands. I was really surprised by the packaging. Love the packaging. There is this little part of me that would just love to keep this on card. But one of the reasons I ordered this because I wanted a sweet loose skeleton to put in like my fantasy collection. Well, originally I wanted him in my diorama I had going on up here of like Skeletor fighting like the different He-Man and Superman, but it took so long. I've changed things around, and as you can see behind here now, this space is now occupied by an Eternia Minis diorama, which I will be posting a more in-depth video on that in the near future, kind of a little fly-through. But like I said, getting sidetracked once again, per usual. Let's take a look at Deathmonger. Apparently that's what they're calling this Barbarian Skeleton guy. Yeah, see, look at the art. The art on that is just freaking awesome. I love it. So, as with my Motu, I am going to have to try to save this backing card because I tend to save my backing card. So let's just get right to it. We get my blade out, and we're gonna set this guy free. Let's see what we got, guys. Cool. Almost got it perfectly. Cool. So yeah, I got that backing card pretty clean. Pretty clean. Let's take a look here. Okay, so we've got a weapons pack here. The sword, rocks, that axe. Yeah, trouble's gonna be figuring out what I arm this guy with. They've got a pretty cool little stand, which is cool. I may or may not use that because, well, to be honest, I've got other plans for Mr. Skeleton. So let's get him out. Come forth. Ah, look at that. Man. Yeah, I'm definitely digging this guy. Just got to figure out how, where these joints are. I don't want to break them. Cool. Sorry. All right, got a little sidetrack there. Yeah, I really want to be careful not to break this figure. It's cool because this guy, he comes with boots, with boot feet, but you can actually swap out his feet for some skeletal feet, which is something I actually might end up doing with him because but maybe I won't. Let's take a look. And he's got, oh man, he's got a sheath for his sword. That's pretty cool. And then let's take a look here. Let's see if we can get this in his hands. Man, yeah, this figure is really cool. If you're a fan of skeletons, then yeah, I'd recommend this. The price point, not too bad either. I believe it was like $29. It's really, again, I'm being as cautious as I can with Mr. Skeleton here because recently I was doing unboxing of one of those Dungeons and Dragons figures from Hasbro, Diana, and I did not warm them up, and her arm broke pretty much the first bend I tried to do. So that was, yeah, not cool. Fortunately, Target was cool enough to let me return her and exchanging, basically get another one, which is great because, again, picked that up on clearance. So if you guys are into fantasy figures, or if you're into Dungeons and Dragons, definitely would recommend the skeleton, because this is, again, now that's kind of where the skeleton is going to go, is kind of in my Dungeons and Dragons display, because why not? It's a fantasy skeleton. Warduke will either be leading him in the battle or whooping up on him. That's pretty cool. I do like that. Also, thinking about putting this guy in the gelatinous cube. I don't know if any of you guys picked up the gelatinous cube from Hasbro, based on the movie Dungeons and Dragons movie figure, but I thought about doing that. All right, you know what? We'll forget about that for now. Let's just pose him with this, and we'll call it good for now, because I got too much dead air while I'm playing with this toy.
Dead air
When I should be narrating. So yeah, guys, I just would say, if you do get this, just tell you, kind of figure out the joint situation. Guys, be careful with it. You need to heat it up. It doesn't feel like it needs much heating up. The joints don't feel stiff at all. They're definitely not stiff like I was talking about with the Dungeons and Dragons Diana. But the only thing is, her arms are really thin, and since these are like skeletal bone arms, they're pretty thin. So that's the reason I'm a little wary of it. But come on, dude. Stand up on that table. Boom, there we go, guys. Cool. So, awesome skeleton. Actually, planning on getting the other skeleton that was in this wave. Maybe my next order of BBTS, when some of my pre-order Masters Universe stuff starts showing up to my pile of loot, I might throw one of those other skeletons on there, because I think the figures look really cool. And again, price point, I feel like it's a good price point for a good looking figure. Actually, you know what? If you like, we can compare them to a couple figures. Give me a quick sec. That's okay. Well, let's compare him to Warduke. Okay, so Warduke definitely towers over this guy. So this is almost like a, I don't want to say midget skeleton, but this guy's pretty short compared to Warduke. But Warduke is supposed to be a pretty tall guy anyway. So let's see. Let's get a Motu Origins. We got Trapjaw. So actually, yeah, he's a little bit taller than Trapjaw. So definitely seems a little too tall for Origins, if I'm being honest. But let's take a look. Here's that Diana figure I was talking about, that where her arm broke. And, well, Diana actually, as Hebro pointed out on his channel, the Diana figure definitely scales pretty well, I feel like, with Origins. And I'd have to agree with that sentiment. So Skeleton is taller even than her, but too short for Warduke. But again, Warduke is a pretty tall guy, so I don't know. You just kind of have to play around, I think, and figure out where he fits in, the collection. But yeah, guys, I'm really finding myself getting back into fantasy figures and like the whole Dungeons and Dragons. I picked up some vintage at one of the toy show before last, and now I'm kind of picked up so far all of the first wave of the animated series. I think I'm kind of all in on Dungeons and Dragons figures, but again, can't hurt to throw in a few extra skeletons, like his minions is. So Yeah, I think I've rambled on long enough for this video, guys. I appreciate you sticking around this long with me. And if you've left before this point, don't blame you, because I do tend to ramble. Those of you that stuck around, though, you guys are my rock. And appreciate you. And I guess there's only one thing left to say. Till next time, toy heads, all hail ToyBot.
Big boy. Meow.